Okay, let's get back here for a brief minute, and I want to get on with some more information. This period here, electricity, the Genmeal, the inventive cycle is moving towards the Aquarian age. This is still, again, the Piscean age. Now you see here, the constellation of Virgo, Pisces is over here, but remember these two are the reflections of each other, okay? We're not talking about the sign of, we're talking about the constellation of, okay? So we're moving towards the constellation of Aquarius. I like to describe where we are now as you standing on the other side of the street, and I'm on the other side of the street, and I throw water out in the street, and a little bit of it splash on your shoes. Well, you didn't get wet, but you got a little bit on you. That's where we are in this remarkable age of knowing, of knowledge and power. Harmony, universal brotherhood, that's what we're moving towards. We're not going to end up, all of us in Africa, with atomic bombs and guns and everything, killing the white boy forever. It just ain't going to be like that. I mean, that's not the divine plan. And I don't mean Allah's plan versus Jehovah's plan versus, I'm talking about the universe. There's harmony, it's balance. And those who cannot receive that level of spiritual energy as a message, the big broom comes and sweeps them off. And that's when you hear about the hurricanes and the tornadoes, and that's Mother Nature's big broom cleaning the carpet. Recycle, they got to go back. And there's going to be a lot of it. There's not going to be half the planet and half the, like some dudes, and half of mankind shall die. Damn, scared to death, man. But I mean, hurricanes and storms have been taking off groups forever. I mean, it ain't nothing new. But it is going to step up. There'll be more hurricanes, more storms, more tornadoes. If you are tuned in, divinely guided, you'll be over there when the floor shakes there. That's when you're trying to get hooked up. And I'd like to point out something interesting. If you think of the devastation of the planet in relationship to divine guidance, if you're hooked up properly, and a hurricane happened right now, and this stuff starts rattling and shaking, the Spirit would only have to lift you up this high for you not to feel any of it. And float you right on out the door, walking on air. You have potential. When you're hooked up, okay? So it's the thing. Don't succumb to fears. Don't succumb to accidents. Don't succumb to dangers. Don't succumb to death. The spiritual purpose is to live through death. There's no victory in dying. That's a door. And if you didn't get it over here, and you go through the door, you got to get it over there. And if you don't get it over there, you got to come back over here. Okay? So I mean, if you have a choice, get it while you can. Take as much with you when you leave here as you possibly can. So if you're lucky, you can leave like Hazara and Paramahansa, wide awake, knowing exactly where they're going because they've been up there too many times before. But that's the way to leave. Or like Elijah, laid down with friends and flowers and family, and just closed his eyes and went on somewhere. That's the way to leave. Not, car, you all, who is it? All bent up, car lights all in your eye. Because if you get banged up, when you leave here, and you're all banged up, you got to go to the hospital on the next astral plane. When the dead wake up, like I see my nephew, he raised up like this. He was on a hospital bed on an astral plane, and would not listen. Nobody, his brother couldn't, his father couldn't tell him nothing, his friends couldn't tell him nothing. Okay, so here approximately we're between 1700 AD and 4100 AD in terms of 1996 and the oncoming New Age. I'm giving this vast period here, because this is where all the good stuff is going to happen while the seemingly bad stuff is going on. The problem, I think, in our psychology is none of our folks are doing any of the inventing, discovering, uncovering stuff. Now, one of the factors is we've had a golden era, a golden age. Then the baton seems to be passed on to someone else. But it's up to them to take a correct stance of responsibility, that it's not for them. Like when you turn on channel 69 on Sundays and this little blonde dude and this little white lady is talking about Jesus and the responsibilities of Europe. That's their Christianity. That isn't the universe they're talking about. You've got some great souls that are supposed to come back here to help. The prophecy is that Isis is supposed to come back during this period in here, around 2000 or so, and help. But she won't come back just to help black folks. She'll come back to help souls. You know, those are universal beings. Those are narrow-minded, small, frightened, angry individuals. They have an understanding of the universe.